This graph shows the level and composition of support to agricultural producers in Israel since the mid-1990s. I am now going to explain this figure in a little more detail. First, let's have a look at the black line referring to the right scale. This line shows an OECD indicator which is known as the Producer Support Estimate, PSC. The PSC expresses the monetary value of support to producers as a percent of their gross farm receipts. The support represents the monetary value of transfers resulting from agricultural policies that either raise farmers' revenues or reduce their costs. In 2006 to 2008, the producer support estimate was at 17% in Israel, meaning that 17% of gross receipts of Israeli farmers were due to policy measures supporting producers. This share has declined since the mid-1990s, when almost 1/4 of gross farm receipts in Israel originated from policy support. We will now have a look at the composition of the producer support estimate, which is represented by bars. These bars refer to the left scale and are expressed in billion US dollars. What is shown is how much of overall support to producers is provided in the form of support of market prices, shown in gray, and how much comes from budgetary transfers, shown in blue. Market price support policies maintain domestic prices for farm commodities at higher levels than those at the country's border. Tariffs on agri-food imports are the most commonly applied policy tools in Israel that result in higher domestic prices. Other examples include minimum guaranteed prices fixed at levels higher than on international markets. The budgetary transfers shown in blue comprise policy measures that provide payments to farmers. In Israel, such payments include subsidies to reduce the price of water used by farmers, as well as to diminish the cost of on-farm investment. The figure shows that support to Israeli agriculture producers is largely provided through market price support policies. We now return to the percentage PSC to compare the levels of support to farmers in Israel with other countries. These levels are slightly below the OECD and EU averages, but higher than in such countries as the United States and Chile. Once again, let's look at the entire figure.